everybody, Brittany here, and I'm here to record basically what I went through in my mindfulness challenge. So what I want you to do for me is just take a mental picture of this drawing that I'm drawing in the beginning. I promise you it has relevance in the end, but I'm just gonna say I was using a couple of references to draw certain parts of the face and just basically try to tie it all together. But throughout this experience, I realized a lot of things and quite a few things that I need to change about my life. So, yep, that's basically it for this intro. I'm just gonna tell you that, I actually really enjoyed this mindfulness challenge, and I'm definitely going to just do this on my own time sometime. So yeah, this is my mindfulness moment. So, off the bat, I had immediate anxiety. I had so much homework to do, and all of my homework, my schedule was on my phone, and I couldn't have it. So I felt overwhelmed just automatically because I had math, I had drawing homework, and I had a design portfolio, which I ended up staying up till 3 a.m. doing anyway. But that's irrelevant. Anyway, moving on. So I just realized that I had to have better time management. That's definitely one of the things I learned during this experiment. Also, the entire time I was like, I don't have a working watch on me, so I came up with the brilliant idea of taking my roommate Carrington's alarm clock with me places to keep up with time. So I left her a note, basically telling her that I was a pitiful human being. And I took the clock with me, but honestly, throughout the entire time, I was so focused on the time, and it just made me so anxious because I couldn't focus on my design homework at all. But while I was working on my design homework, this is just a little funny story. I started working with the rubber cement. Don't work with rubber cement; it is awful. But anyway, I started thinking about like how messy I was and how messy like a child I was. And that led me to think about my day at Hawkins. And I absolutely loved it. All the kids were so loving and sweet, and they were just eager to learn about me, to learn about whatever they were doing. They even gave me hugs as I was leaving, and they didn't want me to leave, and so I was just thinking about how excited I was to see them again. And then after that is whenever I went to math class. Usually I would listen music on my way to math, but this time I didn't, and I noticed a lot of different things. So I noticed that the math zone is actually a lot taller than I thought it was, and I got pretty tripped out because of it, because I was like, I guess I'm not that observant after all, and I like to consider myself a pretty observant person whenever it comes to things. And so another thing that I noticed was that whenever I got into my math class is that upon coming in there, I only knew 3 people's faces, including my friend Lawrence. And I just realized how obsessed with technology I was, that I just didn't take the time to know my other classmates. But another funny note, Lauren had a smoothie that she got from Freshens, and they misspelled her name so wrong. They spelled it like this, Lauren. Just that brightened my day up so much, you have no idea. But also, throughout the entire math lesson, I realized I was a lot more attentive and I was awake. I participated a little bit, and then after the math lesson, or no, actually during the math lesson, I realized I made a lot of careless mistakes, and I made a mental note to fix that. Then right after math, I went straight back to Luckyday. And right whenever I entered the lobby, I saw 3 of my friends. My roommate Carrington, our friend Kristen, who's also our next door neighbor. Hey Kristen! And our friend AJ. And they were talking about, I don't even remember what. But I just remember just walking in and immediately plopping myself down, just setting my stuff down and making time to really talk with them. And I realized how much greater it was whenever we were just all focused on each other and focused on what we were talking about. And honestly, I had never laughed so hard in my life. And I really have to thank them for that. And so this is this is just me realizing that we didn't need our phones to have fun, because, usually we'd like record each other on Snapchat or post something on Instagram or Snapchat of us. And this is just my last part of the video. I asked you to take a mental image at the beginning of the reference photo, and this is me not referencing anything off of the internet at all. This is just me purely going from what's in my head and communicating it onto paper. I was actually really surprised about how it turned out, and I honestly didn't plan this at all until I was just like, I absolutely hate the the drawing at the beginning of the video. But basically what I'm trying to get through all this is that, I didn't need a reference photo to make great art, and I don't need my phone to have fun or to pay attention a whole lot, and that's basically what I got out of this experience. So I know I went over time a little bit, but I felt like all this needed to be said. So thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye.